For empty nesters trying to decide if they should rent a spare bedroom for some extra cash, I think knowing what you could make would be helpful. Since I just placed a tenant in a spare bedroom for a client and Airbnb just released some numbers around this, I can tell you how much you can anticipate making. I'm Erin Friendlin, and one of my good friends, who is also a nurse practitioner, continues to rent rooms for months at a time because she's scared about buying a property. So there are definitely plenty of tenants that want these types of rooms, and that just happens to be an example of one of them. As a note, I have written 3 books on renting out furnished spaces for 30+ days, and my full-time job is helping new landlords and hosts start renting out their property or a room in their property. If you want details on that, check the top comment of this video. So first, I'm going to tell you Airbnb's annual average. Airbnb states that the average host that rents out a room makes $6,000 annually. That's $500 per month on your extra room, which is low for most metro areas. Assuming you could get $1,000 a month, that would be $12,000 a year. And if you had an 80% occupancy rate, you would make closer to $9,600 a year, so almost $10,000. Now, what did my client make? So I helped my client, I'll call her Elle, get a tenant this week, and I can tell you what she's getting. So Elle lives in a 2-bed, 2-bath new build. The tenant is going to have their own bedroom and their own bathroom. The bed in the spare room, the room that the tenant's going to rent, is a queen, and the space overall is 1,100 square feet, and it only has street parking. This tenant is going to pay Elle $1,607 per month, which comes to $19,284 annually. And if we assume, again, an 80% occupancy rate, that number drops to $15,427. If you want a full video on this, check out the attached video.